Welcome back to Juan Diego High School. We have a junior varsity game getting ready to start here at Juan Diego Field after a amazing game between Ben Lomond varsity and Juan Diego varsity. It was a crazy game, 27 total runs in the varsity game between the two teams. And Juan Diego ends up walking it off on a 2-run RBI single by Connor Sawyer to end the game. Unbelievable. Juan Diego coming out on top 14-13. So pretty exciting stuff. So we'll see what JV has in store for us. The JV game is ready to roll. So pitching for Juan Diego, we have number 39, and the first pitch is a ball. So ball one to the batter. I don't have lineup cards for either team, so we'll have to see how that goes, if Game Changer is going to keep up with both teams in an accurate fashion or not. Usually we're just calling out numbers and going from there, so it's probably what we'll end up doing today. And catches the outside corner for strike one. So we're going to put up a number for Juan Diego. It'll be number 39. And lifts that one, pops it up to the shortstop, still in frame. And look at this, folks. Oh, I have a replay. It is working. Sorry I didn't have that during the varsity game, but there was a lot happening during that varsity game outside of the game itself, trying to keep everything up and running. So out number one for Juan Diego. Up to bat now is number 12 for Ben Lomond. And that is fouled. Hard hit foul ball over to the Juan Diego side for strike one. Shelton will be the pitcher. Should say Shelton is the pitcher for Juan Diego, so we'll put him up on the board. And that misses for ball one. So 1-1. And just in, we did call that a strike. So strike two, 1-2 to the batter for Ben Lomond. And curveball lifted to center field, coming in, and oh no, going out was the shortstop, and almost made a amazing catch, but just outside of his reach, and that will go for a base hit for Ben Lomond. So a runner at first, and we'll put one hit on the board. And bringing to the plate is to the plate for Ben Lomond is number 27. And that's chopped over to first. Knocks it down, and the only play is to get one at first. So that'll go for out number 2. And put a runner on second. So pretty good start for the JV crew. Misses outside for ball one. The wind has subsided, so that means we'll get the other microphone on here. And that's hit over to the third baseman, scoops it up, over to first for the out. Out number 3. Let's look at that scoop. That was Lombana, I believe, over first, and takes it out of the turf. So a nice play there for out number 3. So let's change sides. Go to the bottom of the first. Pitching for Ben Lomond looks like number 3, Williams. So let's get him on the board. And up to bat for Juan Diego is number 20. Wearing the JV jersey. Juan Diego changes jerseys for the JV game. Number 20, Dallas Larson. Dallas had an at-bat during the varsity game and was the pinch runner a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken. Shows bunt, gets the bunt down. Nice bunt. Over to first and no throw. Take another look at that one. So Dallas lays that one down. Boom. Nice play. Pitcher just didn't have enough. Oh, he dropped it. So that's what that was all about. So one pitch, runner on. Next at bat will be Caden Fenger. Caden caught and pitched during the varsity game. And that's a pass ball, nearly hits the batter. Dallas gets down to second, no problem on that. So that'll be 1-0 and advance the runner to second base. And low for ball 2. And that's blocked. Down to third is Dallas. The throw is not in time, so ball 3, and that will advance the runner over to third. And that'll be ball 4. Put runners on first and third. Up to bat for Juan Diego, Zach Carlson, as Ben Lomond holds at first. Zach hits it over to the right field side, and that is through to the right fielder. 1 run will score. Play over at third. The throw is way off the mark, but the pitcher is there to back it up. And Zach will advance to second base. So, quick hit there. Runners at second and third. 1 run scores for Juan Diego. 1 hit on the board. And we will have, I believe we're going to have Tyler Easter at the plate. Is that Tyler? It is Tyler. And Tyler hits it to the shortstop. Over to first for the out. That's going to go ahead and score a run, though. And the runner will hold at second. So we'll put an out on the board. And another run up for Juan Diego. And I believe that's, I know that wasn't a hit by Tyler, but I think that's 2 hits for Juan Diego. And that's going to bring Malik Harris up to hit, who takes 4, strike 1. And that wind is kicking up, so there goes the microphone. Turn that off. Malik hits one to left field, a really good stroke. Left fielder makes a great play. Tagging at second, going to third is the runner, and called safe. So a nice tag up by the runner. That will put another out on the board, however. So 2 outs, 2-0, Juan Diego. And up to bat is number 28 for the Soaring Eagle. This will be Andrew Lombana. And he pops that one up to the left fielder. No, it's going to be the shortstop making the play, coming over behind third base. So that will be out number 3. So 10 pitches for Williams. That is the third out. 2-0, Juan Diego. And we'll go to the top of the second inning. Shelton still pitching for Juan Diego through a very efficient first inning with 11 total pitches. Hard to believe this is the second to last home game for JV. Got one more home game, which will be a week from Thursday versus Tooele. And that will be it for junior varsity for the year. So I debated about sticking it out for the JV game on the stream and decided why not. Only 2 games left, and the weather seems to be cooperating, so glad to bring this one to you live. That was a called strike. 0-1 on the batter. And a swing and a miss. For strike 2, the batter is number 25. On the lineup card, looks like Frajillo. Manuel Frajillo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Takes for a ball. Someone just said, good job, Manny. So we'll go with Manny. 1-2. And that is sun. Wow, that is sunshine. What is that? Sun? That orb in the sky? That has been missing the entire day. Glad to see it making an appearance, just so it can get in the right fielder and the first baseman's eyes. Yeah, good timing. Oh man, that's about how this day's gone. Ball 2, so 2-2 to Manny. And down at first, that is a glaring light. Hopefully we're not going to have any trouble with that. And that is fouled off. And for the first time, I'm actually needing shade to cover my monitors. That hasn't happened all day, so I'll try to situate myself here. It's a welcome sight, that sunshine is. Another ball, so 3-2 to the batter, Manny, number 25. See what Shelton dials up here. Right down the middle, fouls it off. Pretty good pitch. See if he can get the batter here. Top of the second. And he did get him to swing. That's going over to short. Scoops it up. Over to first. And Lomond digs it out again for out number 1. So we're going to be playing this all day long now that I have it working.
Over to first. And Lomond digs it out again.
Number 1. Nice play over there. Up to bat for Ben Lomond is number 45. Looks like if we're still going off of the varsity roster, this would be Slade Abbott. And that is a called strike. Good pitch. 0-1. Shelton, nice one. Breeze died down a bit. Turn the microphone back on. And a swing and a miss. 0-2 to the batter. And a curveball drops in there. They're going foul, and that is out of play foul. So my camera is just out of view down there. But a good pitch. Remains 0-2. To the batter. Not chasing on that one, so 2-2. And got him swinging for strike number 3. So a nice pitch there. That was a good curveball. Just dropped right out of the atmosphere. He swung at it. Good pitch. So that'll be out number 2 for Shelton. And we'll bring number 3 to the plate for Ben Lomond. Ooh, and that drops in there, but too low for the umpire to call a strike, so 1-0. And that is definitely a strike. So 1-1 is the count. Ooh, just misses low. 2-1. Shelton gets his sign, comes home with it, and good pitch, but batter is not chasing that. So 3-1 is the count. And that's hit over to the shortstop, who scoops it up over to first. To Lombana for out number 3. So no damage done in the top of the second by Ben Lomond. Head to the bottom of the second. Looks like up for Juan Diego will be the 7, 8, 9 batters, Odell, Shelton, and Larson. Williams still on the mound for Ben Lomond. He was still on the mound for Ben Lomond, running into the dugout for something. I think he's still pitching, just needs another, maybe a different mitt, not sure. And he's back. So we are coming up on 7:30 Mountain Time. We had a late start to the varsity game by about 30 minutes. That was due to some, it looked like a drainage problem due to all the precipitation in the outfield. The outfield is grass here at Juan Diego, natural grass you have to mow. The infield is turf, so no problems there. Drains, perfectly fine. But there was one spot in right field, and they were working on it for about 30 minutes with dirt and quick dry and working that over and over and over. So that got the varsity game started late, and we're now looking at JV also starting late, and hopefully we'll get 3 or 4 innings in before we lose the light. But it feels a lot later. It's just feels like a long day. The weather was off and on. It was raining. It was windy. It then was halfway decent, only to turn around full cycle. So that's lined right into center field. So nice hit there for Juan Diego. And now we have pretty much sunshine coming from the west. And not that I'm complaining, but the only issue with that is the angle of the sun and the play usually at first. Also right field has some issues with it at times, but we'll take it. It's much better than it was before. Have a pinch runner at first. It's like Nunez is running at first as Shelton takes called strike 1, and the camera was not on the right view there. Sorry about that. So we'll see what the runner does. Short lead. Coming home with it is the pitcher, and Shelton ducks out of the way. Runner is going to go, and that's a throw down to second, and he is in there safe. So a delayed jump as the ball bounced off the catcher, and he made it down there in time. So advance to second base and a ball. So 1-1 to Shelton. Out of the zone for ball 2. And Shelton taps that back to the pitcher. Not even looking at the runner, throws it over to first. No problem there with the sun in his eyes. The runner advances to third. So that'll go as the first out. Advance the runner. And bring up to the plate number 4 for Juan Diego. And I'm not sure who's under that jersey. We'll find out here in a minute. I think it's, say, Larson, maybe? Not sure who that was. Swing and a miss there for strike one. Yeah, this is Larson. So Larson at the plate for Juan Diego. Outside and high, 1-1. And that's low for ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 4 strike 2. To Larson at the plate. Nunez has made it all the way over to third base. And a good eye up and out of the zone, so that'll take the count full to Larson. Oh, and he rung him up on strike 3 there. That was a little low in the zone, if you ask me, but let's take another look at it. Ooh, tough call. But that's what the umpire called, and that is out number 2. So that'll bring Dallas Larson back to the plate. And a ball 1. Pitch to Larson. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. It looks like we have 2 Larsons on the team. Boy, I'm really on top of things. And he hits that into left field. That's definitely going to score a run. So an RBI for Dallas. And put another one on the board for Juan Diego. So up to bat for Juan Diego is Caden Fenger. Dallas goes. Throw to second is... boy, that was close. I was going to say in time, but it was just a tad off, just a half a step too slow. Dallas gets by with a stolen base there, and the call was a ball. So 1-0. And he fights it off. Fenger, gotta hurry. And second baseman throws to first for out number 3. So Juan Diego adds 1 here in the bottom of the second. We'll go to the top of the third with a score of Juan Diego 3, Ben Lomond 0. Stick with Shelton pitching. Shelton up to 30 pitches through 2 innings. Boy, here comes our friend the wind. Unbelievable. Shut that microphone off. Little breezy. It's been breezy, I think, all spring long, for the most part. And I'm usually outside most of the time. You know, during the spring, you know, evening hours, certainly on the weekend, I spend a lot of time outside. And I don't remember it being as breezy and windy in recent years as it has been this year. It's just been really strange. Good for the air quality, gets all the bad air out of here, but kind of hard for camera work and audio. Shows bunt, offers, and that will be strike one. So this is Pedraza at the plate for Ben Lomond, number 4. And he hits that over to right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit right in that mess of drainage where there's a bunch of dirt and quick dry. That ball just almost plugged out there. So a nice hit for Ben Lomond. Put a single on the board for them and a runner on first. Up to bat for Ben Lomond now is number 17. That's going to be, looks like Justice Salazar. So we'll see what the runner does here. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second is not in time. So a stolen base on that swing and a miss by Ben Lomond. So the hit and run was on. And gets by the catcher, just missed his glove. That'll be an easy advancement over to third. So 1-1 is the count. And swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 to the batter. No outs here in the top of the third. Ben Lomond threatening with a runner on third. And a swing and a miss. That is a dropped third strike. Runner wasn't sure what to do. Throw to first is okay, and no trouble there, so that's a put out and a strikeout for out number 1. And that will bring to the plate number 9 for Ben Lomond. Looks like Torsten Hawks. Called strike 1. Couldn't tell if that was going to be a ball inside or what the call was going to be. Looked pretty good from here, though. And that looks good, too. And it is good for called strike 2. So 0-2 to the batter. And a swing and a miss. Drop third strike, down to first for the putout. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes to that batter. Nice work by Shelton and nice work by the catcher to ensure the putout. So 2 outs. Runner still at third. Ben Lomond down by 3. And that's in there for a called strike. Shelton on fire, dealing the goods right now. Ooh, batter jumped out of the way, but I think that was because it was a breaking ball. Just missed inside. Don't know that it was really that close to hitting him. And swing and a miss, 1-2. So the last 6 pitches, 5 have gone for strikes for Shelton. And make that 6 out of 7 for out number 3. So nice work there by Shelton. Pitch count is 43 through 3 innings. Ben Lomond did not score in that half inning, so we'll move to the top of the 4th. With Juan Diego 3, Ben Lomond 0. Trying to figure out what my board is doing. I've got, oh, I hit the wrong button. That's what I did wrong. We need to go bottom 3. There we go. I hit the advancement of the inning, and Shelton was still showing as a pitcher. I knew something wasn't right there, so we're back correct on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 3rd. Williams still pitching for Ben Lomond at a pitch count of 25. So pretty efficient work there through 2. And we will see what Zach Carlson can do, leading off for Juan Diego in the bottom of the 3rd. Facing a right-handed pitcher in Williams. And Zach hits one high to left center field. Center fielder comes over and makes the catch. So a nice play by the center fielder to come all the way over and get that grab for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Williams in the bottom of the 3rd. That will bring Tyler Easter to the plate. And that is low for ball 1. And Tyler just taps one. Catcher gets it, throws it down to first for out number 2. So kind of a weird hit there, almost a foul ball, but it stayed in play and it spun right back to the catcher. Boy, popped right into his mitt. Couldn't have asked for a better placement on the bounce. So that'll put another out on the board. 3 pitches, 2 outs for Williams. And Malik Harris at the plate for Juan Diego. And that is a ball, 1-0. And I still haven't been able to see what's going on over at the stadium. Looks like soccer, as Malik takes that for ball 2. I don't see any helmets on any of the players, so I think it's soccer. I was thinking soccer was about over, or at least in the playoff phase. And I know they had playoffs here at Juan Diego. And Malik hits one to left field, but the left fielder is under it. Oh, and he drops it right off of his mitt. So an error by Ben Lomond will allow Malik to be safe at first base. So fielder was under it and hit his mitt. It should have been a routine play. Instead, he dropped it, so that will count as an error on Ben Lomond and put a runner at first for Juan Diego. The runner will be replaced with a pinch runner. So into the game for Juan Diego at first base is number 46. Looks like Biling. I'm not sure if I said that correctly or not. Coming home with it is Williams, and lined into right field by Lombana all the way to the fence. Is Lombana going for 3? Here comes the play at the plate, and he is safe at the plate. Wow. Nice. Nice throw. That was close. Here comes the play again. We got a replay on it. He comes in and, ooh, that is a tie, and that is a great call by the umpire. I mean, that doesn't get any closer than that. So a triple by Lombana will tack on another hit for Juan Diego and another run. So 4-2-0 for the Soaring Eagle JV squad. And that's line hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first is an errant throw. It gets by the first baseman. Runner is going to go to second. And let's take another look at that throw. Oh, just out of frame there, but that does score another run for Juan Diego. So we'll put a runner on second, and that's going to be another error on Ben Lomond, putting 5 on the board for Juan Diego. That was Odell. That one's hit to second base. Scoops it up over to first. Routine play, and that is out number 3. So Juan Diego puts up 2 here in the bottom of the third to add to their lead, ending the third inning with a lead of 5-0. Oh, and they called the ball game. Wow, I am surprised that they just called the game. So I was headed to the top of the fourth. And after 3 innings, they have called the ball game, which is surprising for a number of reasons. First of all, the weather isn't great, but it isn't bad either. We have good light, albeit shadows crisscrossing the field in many places. And it's only the third inning, so the end of the third. Anyway, I am a little shocked about that, but nevertheless, that will do it. So we'll go final on the JV game with the score: Juan Diego 5, Ben Lomond 0. So that will do it for the day for the Broadcast JD crew. And we will be back for the final regularly scheduled home game for varsity and junior varsity a week from Thursday, where we will host Twilla. That will be senior night for Juan Diego. We have 4 seniors we will be honoring that day right before the game, so that should be fun and memorable for those guys. And then we'll get in a varsity and a JV game, and that will be the final JV game of the year. Varsity will have at least one more game after the Twilla game. It will be a playoff game. The only uncertainty is where that will be and if they will have more than one, depending upon their seeding and the result of the game if it's a first rounder, if they move on. So anyway, looking forward to next week. Looking forward to Thursday, where varsity and JV will be back at it again against Ben Lomond in Ogden, where the forecasted temperature is supposed to be 74 degrees. So looking very much forward to that. All right, enough from me. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you guys have a pleasant evening. And that will do it for the JV game here at Juan Diego. So we'll catch you all next week. Thanks again. Have a great evening.